let's wake it up real quick because is anyone else on TikTok getting recommended that um that ball game? It's called Ball Guys and they're in like a little cup and then you um like try to like merge all the colors and stuff. Is anyone else getting those ads? Not ads, but like is anyone else getting those live streams? Cuz it made me download the game. Right, and I was playing it on the bus. Ooh. If it's one thing, I love a good mindless game. Speaking of mindless games, guys, I'm on my Sudoku arc. Did I write this in my notes yet? No. I'm on my Sudoku arc and I'm not mad about it. It makes me feel so smart. I actually love playing Sudoku, especially like at 1 a.m. Ooh, me and Sudoku at 1 a.m. Ooh. Um, Live, laugh, love Sudoku. Sudoku, please sponsor me. We love you. And playing on my iPad with my Apple Pencil, that's like definitely not needed to play it, but is definitely a fun addition to the game. I'm also trying out something new today with my iPad. Have some iPad notes instead of looking over at my laptop because this way I can take off my glasses if I want to instead of because if I take off my glasses I can't really see my computer over here and I'm like, why not just let my computer rest and do all that and I can just like have my iPad and notes here like sitting on my lap or like somewhere down here and I can just like kind of toss it aside. So that's a new thing for today. Feels like I have a pear phone, like, you know. I also try to do something new with the headphones where I put them on like they're in ear, so I have them like wrapped around the back of my head and obviously they go into the bottom of the microphone, but it feels a bit more like, I don't know, professional. It feels like I'm not wearing headphones just because I can't see the wire, I guess, or it's not as like apparent on camera unless obviously I turn, but it seems very much like I'm just here chatting. I don't know, I just want to be I just want to do something fun, whatever. Why do you care? Mind you, I wrote a whole cold open that I didn't even use. Fit check. Wearing my Kirkland sweatpants. These are like the only pair of sweatpants that really like fit me well. Shout out Kirkland House. And I have this tank top from TJ Maxx / Marshalls. This Lululemon dupe from TJ Maxx and Marshalls. My like goal with like my first big girl check from big girl job is to get something from Lululemon to get an espresso machine. Like those are my two things. Firstly, like my espresso machine is for, you know, when I have my big girl apartment, blah, blah, blah. So the first thing will be like heading to Lululemon and getting a scuba. I don't know. I actually don't know what the scuba looks like. I thought that this was a scuba dupe. I think it is. It looks kind of like it. And it has a little like same zipper that Lululemon has. So, so Marshalls, y'all ate. Okay, that's my fit check. Of course, Gary slippers are on, because why not? Coffee check, it's over there. We have the cookie dough Chobani creamer. Not that good. I've had it before. I don't know what's up with it today when I had it, but it straight up tasted like chemicals. I'm a little unsure what happened there. Phone update. I was gonna sit here and complain about the fact that my phone is still having issues, but I did get an email today from Apple after having to confront them face to face yesterday about my phone. They sent me an email saying that my part has arrived. Right. So I will be heading over there sometime in the next 5 days. So I'll be off the grid. This for my kid. I will be right. I'll be off the grid. So guys, don't hit me up. The last time I was off the grid, I got back to my phone, no notifications. Right. Right, because why would I? Who would be texting me, right? Why would I have any notifications, right? So, yeah. So this time, I'm not gonna like hype myself up about not being hit up. We're just gonna roll with it. But yeah. So I have to be off the grid. I don't even know what I'm gonna do when I'm off the grid because I don't really know. Like the last time I went to the Apple store to get it fixed, I was at the mall. This time I'm like at a different Apple store, so I kind of have to like explore the area. Oh, God forbid I have to be off my phone for a little bit. I need to find like a food court or something. I'm trying to go out there on a nice day, so maybe I can like hang outside or something, but we'll find out. We'll see what happens. And then I have to do the whole thing of like fixing, like getting my phone reactivated. Like, Where is the class action lawsuit for my phone, bro? Like, it's crazy. All right, let's run that intro, because honestly, yeah, I'm not gonna pop off. I'm so excited to talk about Artist Spotlight today. So let's get it right into it.
It's the King, Not Queen podcast.
Yeah. Welcome back to the King Not Queen podcast. My name is Nina, and I am your host. We actually did forget. I do have a lot to complain about this episode. Yeah, sit down, stand back and stay by. Like, actually sit down, because I'm about to pop off in this episode, because I have a lot to talk about regarding taking a scroll in Artist Spotlight. So we're gonna kind of breeze through these next two sections, because I really want to sit down and talk about the things I want to talk about that were in the title of this episode. But yeah, we're so back, guys. We are so back. Episode 4 of season 2. We're so back though, and it really is fun to be doing this every week. I very much look forward to it. You know, just living like Larry. I don't know if I said this last week. I think I did. That I'll be by myself maxing this week. And low-key, like, we're starting off strong. Sunday, I went to this place called the Tall Ships. Even though there was a ship there, I wouldn't necessarily call it tall. But I went there for, like, a thrift market. And low-key, I don't think I got enough sleep the night before. So I was, like, really tired. And, like, I felt like a vampire. Like, the sun was, like, hurting me. I forgot my sunglasses, so it was very much like, oh, it's too bright out here. Like, I haven't been outside all winter, so I'm kind of, like, new to this. But, literally me. But, yeah, I went to there just for a little bit, and then I came home. I went to Taco Bell. My order got messed up at Taco Bell, but that's a whole other story. Taco Bell sponsored me. I love nacho fries. Like, actually, I want to be this nacho fries spokesperson, because me and nacho fries, like, if you guys made nacho fries in a frozen bag, that's the next move, right? Because that's the next move. Make nacho fries in the bag, put like 3 different free like product idea for Taco Bell. Let me rewind it. Make nacho fries in like a bag so you can heat them up in the oven. Right. Are we following? And then put 3 packets of cheese that you can then like heat, like put in a bowl and heat up in the microwaves. Because they do that with a lot of like chicken. Like, they have different sauces. You heat the chicken in the oven, then you like mix around sauces. Do that with nacho fries. Bam. And I want my coin for giving you that idea, because I did. And it's probably in development, but like, what's taking so long? Have them be air fryer ready. Like, I would buy that. Yeah, I would buy that, Taco Bell. Anywho, so that was my by myself maxing on Sunday. And then Monday. Oh, Monday I went grocery shopping. We love grocery shopping. I got a salmon bowl from Market Basket. Bomb. And then yesterday I went out to Boston to go see the Billie Eilish Hit Me or in a Soft movie. I'll be talking about in Artist Spotlight, but it was, long story short, so good I was crying, ruined my makeup. And then I went to trivia with my friend. Very fun. And yeah, and then I have to do the whole fixing my phone thing. So lots of by myself maxing. Bring back by yourself maxing, because it actually really is just so freeing to just be by yourself. You don't have to go by other people's plans. And you can just wear headphones the whole time and just listen to music like that. Who don't want that? But yeah. I really, for the next by myself maxing stuff, I really want to go thrifting. I haven't gone thrifting in a really long time. And I actually just need to take a bag of clothes with me to the thrift store that I want to donate, so I can feel good about actually doing like a big thrift buy, because I don't have space for a lot of my clothes anymore. I also want to go to this new yarn store. I think I talked about it a little bit in the previous episode, that I found near like the spot where I went to the crafting club. I really want to go to that yarn store and get something. Maybe I'll do that in June for like my birthday, a little birthday by myself maxing. And yeah, okay. Next thing, comment how you found the podcast. I really want to find out like where you find the podcast. So if you just like clicked on this because you were watching like a music video and I popped up on the side, can you just say that? Because it's really, I'm so curious as to how people are finding it. Because recently, like, it will be like 1 or 2 nights and all of a sudden like lots of suggested videos or suggesting my podcast. So, and I really love analytics and stuff like that. Analytics only go so far. So if you guys could just kindly let me know where you're coming from, that would be great. That'd be great for me. Craft update. I'm making another poncho. It's blue. It's sitting over there. Today's Whip Wednesday. But yeah, just making that and something for my mom. It was supposed to be for Mother's Day, but now it's like past Mother's Day, so it's just like a gift. But I'm only making it when it's really nice out because I want to keep that yarn that I'm using outside just because I got it from the thrift store and I don't really want to bring it into my house. So I'm only making it outside. So hopefully next week it's going to be really nice how I can go down to the beach, finish up that, wash it up, block it, steam it, give it to my mom. It'll be super exciting. Super excited for that. Okay, yeah. That's it for the weekly recap. Let's move into bad movie TV show review. I don't really have that much to say, so it should be quick and then we can talk about the movie.
Bad movie and TV show review. Bad movie and TV show review. Sometimes they're good though.
Bad movie and TV show review. Okay, we're done with that. The Love Island countdown begins, guys. Paper chain alert. Paper chain alert. June 2nd is the premiere. June 2nd. And I'm super hyped. This year, I really, really, really want to go to some of the Love Island, like, bar nights to watch the show with other people. Hopefully, I can make more friends, guys. Hopefully, I can make friends who love Love Island. But I really want to do that for my birthday. Like, that is, like, I'm so looking forward to that. I told my friend already. I was like, we have to do this for my birthday. To, like, go out and get, like, a Love Island themed drink. Oh, my goodness. Like, I actually need to... Oh, goodness. I'm, like, hyping myself so much about it because I really, really want to go. And I want to make it, like, a... Why is everyone, like, on a motorcycle today? It's, like, so annoying. I want to make it, like, a regular thing for, like, Love Island. So, like, every Thursday I go to insert place or whatever. And they need to do one close to me because I don't feel like traveling all the way out to Boston every time. So, if you, wanna like get that together and we can collab. Let's collab, local restaurant. Let's collab. Bag alert, major bag alert. My range is kind of crazy. Okay, new hockey show incoming. New hockey show just dropped on Amazon Prime. Y'all are lucky. You know how lucky you are that I decided to do the podcast today because I was this close to being like, I'll just do it tomorrow and sit down to watch this new show. I'm pretty sure they released all the episodes for the show. And if I... this is like wishful thinking for me because I'm not gonna fact check that. I'm just gonna say that, and if next week I'm like, so they didn't, then that's that's what's happening next week. But I'm really excited. We love a fake dating plot. That's right up my alley. And my guy Mateo, which, let's run it back. Mateo is my future son's name. I love the name Mateo. You can have the nickname Teo, Maddie. I really like Teo as a little nickname. It's so cute. I love Mateo. But my boy Mateo from the Pit is in the show. I'm going to the show. So I'm really excited about that. And then the main character, like the main like love interest, like the guy, hey. Right. Hey. So yeah, I'm really excited for this show, and I'm really like, first episode, I'm gonna need it to be good because I'm trying to be like super locked in. I started Severance season 2. It's off to a little bit of a slow start for me, but the content of the show is still really good, so I will be continuing. And then my question was, chat, should I join AMC A-List for the summer? I'm low-key contemplating it because after seeing Billie Eilish, that was like my third movie of this year. I've seen the drama, I've seen the Super Mario movie, and now I've seen the Billie Eilish movie. And still this year, I want to see Avengers Doomsday, Spider-Man, Supergirl I really want to see. And I just found out that Ghost, I'll talk about it later, but Ghost, the band, is making another concert movie. So that's 4 movies already that I want to see. most of two of them coming out in July. So I kind of would already have paid for the subscription if I get it for July. And then finding I guess I just need to see a calendar of like all the new movies coming out. Cuz I'm low-key contemplating it. So you can like there's no fees for, well, actually I think it's 4 free movies a week. Wait, is it 4 free movies a week? Because that actually might be insane. Yeah, 4 movies a week is actually like pretty insane. Like I probably would only see like 3 movies a month, but low-key you could like share. You could share it with somebody and like split it. So who's trying to share the AMC A-list with me? Who's trying to share? Honestly, like, okay, idea for anybody who's like in a friend group of like 4 people who love movies. Everybody gets a week. Does that make sense? Or like something like that. Or if you do like 2 to 4 people in your group and everyone like chips in, it's $28. Everyone chips in $7 and you can see, however, and you get to claim which movies you're seeing each week. That'd be like really fun. I'm so like, everyone has thought of that. I don't know why I'm thinking I'm new for thinking of that, but whatever. Anywho, but yeah, okay, yeah, that's all I have for bad movie TV show review. We'll definitely have a lot to talk about next week. Once I finish the new hockey show, I'm gonna take notes and everything. Also, stay tuned to my TikTok because I might talk about the show there. Not making any promises. Anywho, okay, artist spotlight. Artist spotlight. Yeah, okay, we're running into it. Oh, running into it. It's the coffee again, guys. Okay, artist spotlight. Here we go.
Artist spotlight. Yeah.
Yay! So, yesterday, I saw the Billie Eilish Hit Me Hard and Soft movie in the theaters. Here's a bit of a story time. So basically, I have plenty of AMC movie theaters around me. I'm in a good area. A lot of them are in Boston, and there's one like a bit up north, but that one was going to be a bit of a hassle to get to just because the bus route was a little messed up yesterday. So I was like, okay, we're not going to that one. So I'm going somewhere in Boston. I look up the Boston Common Theater for the movie, and I wanted to go around like 1 or 2 or whatever. And some of the theaters, I think it was like, the one I wanted to go to was Dolby 3D, had like maybe 7 people, and like the peak seat that I wanted was taken. So I was like, you know what? I really want, like, the whole reason I also didn't want to go with my mom, no offense, is that I really wanted to have this experience for myself, just because Hit Me Hard and Soft actually, like, I hate to, that album, and I think I said this in the last episode too, that album is so important to me. It's so important to me, and it like is just something that I wish I went to that tour. I didn't, and it's just something I needed to see that just alone, and to be able to like sit there and like cry and sing along and not have to explain myself, So I really wanted to have that experience for myself. So that's why I went alone. And I really want to have an alone theater experience. And God forbid I asked for that on a Tuesday at 1 p.m. as an unemployed girly. Like, God forbid I asked too much of the world. So I did. And I went around to different theaters to see if they had empty spots. And there was one theater that I'd never been to before that had, it was a super small theater. They were playing it in Real D 3D, and no one had bought tickets. I'm like, okay, that's the one I'm going to. So got ready for the day. Side story, my mom went to like this thrift place, the same thrift place that I went to in one of my vlogs. Go watch it. And she found this hoodie, and it had like the check upside down. She was like, wait, Nina, and she sent it to me, and I was like, and they sent me the back, and it said like a Billie Eilish on the bottom. So someone sold their Billie Eilish X Nike collection hoodie for $15. If that was you, why did you do that? You could have sold that for like hundreds of dollars. So already a steal. So that was my fit. I wore that. I wore like obviously some jeans. I wore my little blush. My blush is on right now. And I had a cute fit on. Fit was cute. Blah blah blah. So roll up to a movie theater in that. And the thing about me, I will be going to movie theater on a Tuesday or Wednesday to get my discount. But I just hate paying the fee. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to keep an eye on the seats, see if anyone still buys them. Once I get to the theater, I'm going to buy my seats there. And I'll try to get there like a tad bit early, so, just so like I can still get the best seat in the house. So I get all the way there. I go to purchase a ticket. One person had a ticket and they were sitting like front row. So I'm like, okay, that's still good because they were sitting front row. They were sitting like in row B. And I was like, okay, I will still have the whole back of the theater to myself. We're sitting far enough where like if I'm singing, he's not hearing me. So I get row J, which the letters don't matter. I was in seat 7, right in the middle, right above like the steps of I was in the best seat in the house. Okay. And again, the whole reason I wanted the theater to be empty is because I didn't want any of that. No offense to if this happened in your theater. I'm just not the person who's gonna be up at the screen. Hey, hey, hey. Like I'm not. I could sit there in silence if I wanted to, just because I love her music so much and I want to experience every single sound of the music. That I want complete silence, and that's why I want the theater to myself. So my theater etiquette there was if I was completely alone in the theater, I would have been like a bit more get uppy and dancey, and I may have been a little bit louder with how much I was singing. But I was singing though in the theater, let it be known. I will say that the intro song for her tour, I talked about this last week too, gets me every time. I already knew I was gonna cry, so I got so many napkins. I finished my popcorn so I could just focus on crying the whole time. And the second that the like bass dropped and like you can see the people in the audience already crying 2 seconds into the show, and the like it'll get me every time. I was already crying in the first 5 seconds of the movie. The 3D, I haven't been to a 3D movie in over a decade. I couldn't tell you what the last 3D movie I seen. Like, it might have been a Marvel movie, but I don't even know why I would have seen that in 3D. So it had to have been, like, early teens. Like, early my teenage years of when I saw a 3D movie last. So that was insane. And it was such good 3D in that, like, there were people raising their hands in the crowd, and I thought, oh, there are more people in the theater, because it literally looked like someone was like reaching their hand like next to me. It was so weird. The surround sound of the entire theater was so cool too, because it would be like someone singing in the crowd and you would hear it behind you. Like, I am just a nerd and a lover of all things sound like that. So when that was happening, I was like, oh, this is so great. I will say though, one thing, and and this will probably get me to see the movie again, is I really, really, really want to see it in Dolby. I could do without the 3D of it all, but to see it in Dolby 3D, yeah, because like you could tell with the real 3D that, yes, obviously it was 3D, but the sound of it was very muffled. And obviously that's just because they have a bunch of other theaters happening where you can't be having this entire theater rattling like that. Especially it was a super small, like movie place. So, it was very muffled. And I could tell immediately because I know how that opening song is supposed to sound. And I was getting none of that. And I kind of had to cast that aside at the beginning. Because there were definitely songs I wanted to hear with that Dolby audio, but I didn't get it, so I need to see it again with the Dolby. That will be happening sometime soon. Maybe, like, when it's been in theaters for a little bit, just so I don't have to see people at the theater and really experience it how I want to. And or when it comes on streaming and it'll have the Dolby experience in it, then I'll, like, watch it with my headphones on and all that, so coming soon, I might see it again. Hopefully my mom, like, who was I talking to about this? Oh, I was talking to my friend about it, and she was like, oh, why don't you just go again with your mom? Like, my mom is the type of person who, like, if I've already seen a movie, she doesn't want to watch it again, just because she's like, oh, well, you already seen it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I know, so if she wants to go, I will definitely go. At my mom, hi, Mom, hi, can we go see it in Dolby for my birthday, if it's still in theaters, bleak. Oh, let me refer to my notes. I took notes during the movie. Like, I'm such a nerd. I can't. I literally was like, this is what my school trained me to do. We were going to, like, fun places and having to, like, for field trips and having to take notes. So I still do that to this day. Her band, the bassist, carried. I'm so sorry. Obviously, she's Billie Eilish, so she's gonna carry the show. But can we stop with the sirens, bro? Other than her, though, the bassist carried the show. All her songs are so bass heavy, and even the ones just on guitar, there is still bass involved with them. Like, it's just unbelievable. And I love bass so much, and I know in the Dolby it sounds even better. And I love the way bassists carry themselves as well. It's just like so like you really have to, obviously with any instrument you have to feel the music, but with bass you really have to like, I love a good groove, and like you really gotta like feel it with bass, and he totally was. So shout out, so I think his name is Solo, shout out Solo. You carried this movie with Billie, like actually. Some other highlights from her band members, we have Jane, one of the backup singers. Hey girl, hey. Her high notes during some of like the backing vocals for some of the slower songs. Yeah. Right. Cause yeah. So good. Abe, one of the guitarists and the pianist. Right. Shout out Abe. Shout out Abe. Shout out Abe, for real. He was also carrying the show, and I just love a good band, and they were a band with character because she made them a band with character, if that makes sense. Like, she clearly hung out with them after the shows. She was very close with them. She appreciated them, and this was like her first time having a band like that. It was just so good. They played so well. My song highlights for hearing them live, The Diner, so good live. The Diner is often one I'll skip if I'm listening to Hit Me Hard and Soft. Not that I don't like the song, but it's often one I'll skip. The Diner was so good. Wildflower, singing the ad-libs in the audience, and her like them highlighting the ad-libs in the movie, like just hearing, and I don't know if like they mic'd up the audience, but hearing people, I'm so sorry. I wish they would mic me up at a concert. I'd be so off game, like, I never asked who was better. Like, I would be a complete mess. And even just on that topic of being in the audience of like a movie like this, I freaking wish James Cameron put that damn 3D camera in my face while I'm having an existential crisis about singing Wildflower with Billie Eilish, or even singing The Greatest along with Billie Eilish, knowing that that's my favorite song, right? Or have the camera on me while Phineas walks up on stage. Right. I wish you would, James Cameron. Get that camera out my face, bro. I actually, like, and I know those people are, like, forever immortalized in the movie, so they probably were so excited, but there was one girl who was, like, boo-hoo, teeth out, just, like, face wet, just hair disheveled, crying, and I'm like, I wish you would, James Cameron, because that was intentional. That was intentional, James Cameron. Anywho. Your Power, so great live. And Ava and Jane in the background, doing the background vocals for Your Power, so good. Skinny, great live. When Andrew came in with the drums in the second verse, so good. Over Now, but it's still mediocre. Ooh. And I'm so glad it's over now. But it's still mediocre. The male fantasy outro playing it was like during one of the transition scenes, and it's just not the outro, just like the second verse and then the outro of the song, the backing vocal harmonies. I got a call from a girl. It's so hypnotizing. It was literally one of my favorite parts of the movie, and I was crying during that part. It was just so good. And then the down angle of her on Bad Guy, bad guy in general on the 3D when she was looking down at the right, because that's what we're doing, Billie Eilish, like crazy. Her eyes in 3D are insane. Like they're like coming at you almost. They're like see-through. It was so scary. It was a little scary, but it was so cool. Phineas's aura walking up to the stage. Right. When he came up and handed her a microphone because it was sitting in his back pocket. He was aura maxing. Phineas, you were aura maxing. Because that was crazy. Walked up the stairs like you didn't just show up. Like, honestly, I am such a big fan of Phineas as a solo artist. I've been to 2 of his biggest shows, his biggest solo shows. I was at both of them. He is just, I love his music so much. And I love his voice. I love his voice. And I want solo versions of the songs that he's written. I want a solo version of Ocean Eyes. I want a solo version of When the Party's Over. Like, I need it so bad. I love Phineas so much. And then when he came out for Happier Than Ever, like me screaming, never told anyone anything bad. Like actually me. I was sitting in the crowd. And that's embarrassing. You were my everything. All that you did was make me sad. Yeah. 'Cause you did. Like, I love that song so much. I will never forget listening to it the first time. I'll never forget crying for the first time to that song. And it was so good. I love them shredding on guitar. Him coming and doing that is my favorite part of Happier Than Ever being played live. I can't. And obviously for Birds of a Feather, he sang the little part at the end, which was really cute. And yeah, it was such a great movie. I was a mess. My hair and makeup got ruined. I had to like change up my hair a little bit after the movie. I went through 4 different napkins of tears and didn't speak once to the other dude that was in the theater. We were on the complete same wavelength. I'm like, don't talk to me. We're watching this movie as 2 different people in 2 different like theaters. Like, we just weren't interacting. I was sitting on my seat. Hey. I was like all balled up in my seat. I was singing. Whew, it was quite the time. I found out that Ghost, the band, is doing another concert movie in August. So, 2nd concert movie. Hey. They aren't really saying much about it. They just like teased it. So, I'm excited for that. If you recall, I went to the Ghost concert movie 2 years ago on a solo date. During the summer, so really it's giving me flashbacks to when I was like living on my own. August 2024, chat. Quite the time. It was quite the time. And then I'm going to the 5 Sauce concert in 5 Socks. It sounded like I said. I'm going to the 5 Sauce concert in 3 weeks. Super excited to go to that. I'm going with my cousins. Super fun. The last 5 Sauce concert I went to was in 2023. So yeah, super excited for that. I need to figure out what I'm gonna wear. I really want to make something. What's crazy is that the outfit that I wore to the last 5 Sauce concert was like this like yellow crochet top with a black star in the middle. Who would have thunk that their next album would have been called Everyone's a Star? Darkest night. Okay, that's all I have for Artist Spotlight. Now I'm gonna go get angry for taking a scroll because so let's get into it.
Taking a scroll, taking a scroll, ayy, taking a scroll, yeah.
I spoke about Jimmy Chuck in the artist formerly known as James Charles in my previous episode, I believe, or like 1 or 2 episodes ago, of just like how annoying I find him. And I talk about this almost all the time. Somehow, some way, he always ends up on my notes. He got canceled again, which it'll never work. He will always be here. And it's just, the people that hate him will hate him forever. But the people who like love James Charles will just never really know the truth or really hear it. You know what I mean? Because you only hear about, remember what James Charles did if you're on that side of TikTok. If you're not, you're only seeing him taste test Coca-Cola Hello. So there's really never any canceling him. But it was just, as someone who is unemployed, I'm not in the same position as the person who literally got fired from their job and was just kind of like taking any opportunity to like still stay afloat because she had no more income. But just as someone who's unemployed and also not one of these rich elite peoples or people, it was so hard to watch that video and to think that that's what all rich people think of you, or like how all rich influencers think of the poor and the jobless. Like, isn't that it's such an obvious like thing that that's what they think, but to actually hear it from the mouth of the man himself is actually so disgusting. And what's funny is that he will actually just never get it and will never actually be sorry for it, because he actually believes that. And in his apology that he definitely didn't write, and or was just saying because the other things didn't go over well, like he was saying it to like make the people who give him the most money happy, you know what I mean? So it was just so hard to watch. And like the fact that he's like sitting in his bathrobe in his like white modern house, telling people and telling me that getting a job is as easy as, you know, making a dedicated cover letter for 10 companies and you will get the job. Because at least for me right now, I've been looking for a job for the past year and a half. I've sent in over 100 different applications. I've written over 50 different customized cover letters, and look where I'm at, sitting on the couch talking to a phone. So it really is just something he will never understand. And he will never understand it because he will never get fired from his job, and fired from his job means canceled, and he never will because he's already made it through that. So he just never will. And you can have sympathy, empathy, blah, blah, blah to whatever extent. But if you truly can't grasp like I can grasp losing a job. You know what I mean? I can understand that. Not because I've ever been fired from a job or that I've ever, you know, lost a job because the company closed down, but because I have been numerously denied or rejected from jobs left and right. So I can understand that even without having experienced getting laid off. Does that make sense? He never will. So you need to have some sort of thing that you can relate with in order to have sympathy, empathy, whatever. And he just can't. And it's so infuriating to just watch this person continue to have a career when there are so many people who are more talented, and not even more talented because he is a talented makeup artist, but that they're just like kind, and you don't even have to be like the kindest person ever either. You can actually just be so rude, but to have basic human like emotions, and like he just doesn't have any of that. And honestly, it's something that you just kind of have to, I just don't know what's gonna get through to him. It's just so frustrating to watch. It's so frustrating. I hate it. And I saw a theory that that he's doing this on purpose, and I actually saw two theories. So one theory is that he's like doing it on purpose just because he knew that, you know, things might have been slowing down for him a little bit this month, and he's like, you know what, let me just like hop on the Spirit Airlines thing and be like, oh, someone asked me for money, and like do this whole thing. And you could tell in the video that he thought he was being funny, because people have been saying, why is James Charles Loki kind of funny, and he was just kind of rolling with that idea. So you could tell that that's how he kind of approached the situation. So I think he thought that it was gonna go over smoothly, and that even if it didn't, that he could like kind of hide behind the fact that he's right in the way that like no one owes you, like right in the fact that he doesn't have to send that money, because he doesn't have to reply to DMs. But also, why are you looking in your like unfiltered DMs anyways. We all know why, but I don't know, it's just I can't. I actually can't. And yeah, so don't tell him I'm unemployed. Don't tell James Charles I'm unemployed, because he's gonna call me lazy. He's gonna call me a lazy person, lazy and stupid. So don't tell James Charles that I'm unemployed. Anywho, this is okay, yeah. So that's it for the James Charles thing. One other thing we're taking a scroll, and I kind of like was thinking about it along with the James Charles thing, was blocking people. Like I have such mixed emotions about blocking people. I personally have, like, phone number wise, I've never blocked anybody. Instagram wise, I've blocked like bots slash like weird accounts, and then like some other people, but nothing like what I had just seen on TikTok that made me think about the blocking thing. Someone was like, oh, this Monet McMichael, I think is her name, and apparently, like, I don't know, she's losing a bunch of engagement on TikTok or whatever, who cares. And someone in the comments was like, I blocked her a while ago, I don't remember why. As much as I dislike James Charles, like, going through the act of blocking someone is just like, especially a celebrity like that, is a little like, is performative. Is that a hot take? That's so performative. Why are you blocking? Like, I understand like the dislike and strong hatred of James Charles. I would never block him because he doesn't show up on my feed organically like that. If he does, oh, he's gone. Or you say not interested, he'll never show up on your feed again. So I'm unsure like why there's the like blocking. I just don't understand blocking a celebrity. To me, that doesn't make any sense. And if that's a crazy thing to think, then whatever. But I get blocking like, oh, this person is like weirdly sending you DMs or whatever, like blocked, or this person is spamming your phone number, blocked. Like, I understand that, but it's just, for me, it's such like a heavy thing, and it means so much to block someone. And honestly, like, not to be that one woke friend or like that person who's thinking too much about it, but let's wake it up a little bit. I feel like it depends on your generation with the whole blocking thing. For me, obviously I'm Gen Z, but I like to say I'm a little bit on the unk side of Gen Z, in the sense that blocking for me was like this whole thing you kind of had to go through on your phone to block a number. And there was that, like, and then social media had the whole blocking for like, are you being harassed and blah, blah, blah. And it was like, okay, block. So for me, like, blocking is synonymous with I'm being harassed, so I need to block this account, I need to block this phone number. Not, this person is mildly annoying me, I need to block them. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's happening with the younger generation. It's like, oh, this, I can't stand like Billie Eilish right now, like blocked or whatever. Like, it's mute her, unfollow her, because actually things don't show up on your feed for the most part if you don't follow them. And if you don't want to see it, you click not interested. The concept of blocking is just like doing too much, like, in my personal opinion. I love how that's how I'm ending it. All right, guys, see you next time. Peace. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's all I had for today. In my closing, I wanted to say that I most likely won't be doing an episode next week. Technically, I do have an opening in my calendar now to record this super early next week. So I don't want to make any promises, and it might be like a little bit of a light episode. I am getting my wisdom teeth out next week. Wish me luck, chat. And my family's visiting, so I don't really have time to record the podcast. If anything else, there's no podcast, re-listen to this one or go back and catch up while I'm gone next week. I also wanted to say that we're approaching the 6-year anniversary of the podcast in June. Isn't that cray? Ain't that cray? Ain't that cray? Because that's crazy. Because what do you mean I've been doing this for 6 years? But yeah, thank you so much for listening. Again, leave in the comments where you found the podcast. I'm so interested. And yeah, give it a thumbs up. on the YouTube. Give the podcast 5 stars. I don't know what it does. I just want to have a 5-star podcast. If you have any like segment ideas or anything that you want me to talk about, email me at kingnotqueenpod. Again, it's kingnotqueenpod@gmail.com. If you're a brand and you wanna chat, or you're somebody who wants to, help me out with the podcast or whatever, hit me up also at kingnotqueenpod. Again, it's kingnotqueenpod. Don't forget the pod at gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at king.notqueen. Also follow me on TikTok at gem_cast. That's gem_casts. And I will potentially see you guys next week. If not, I'll see you the week after, with a bunch of updates about my super crazy week that is going to be next week, and all the by myself maxing I will be doing. And love you guys. See you next time. Bye. Yeah.